hunt is on to find Britain's best amateur cooks.
The competition's definitely getting started now.
Real people in real kitchens.
Yeah, baby!
Woo! Face the ultimate cooking challenge.
Oh, no.
I think I've massacred this sauce.
Teams of two battle against the clock.
Panic, 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 panic.
We've got turret issues.
To produce a restaurant-standard three-course meal
Ta-da!
that will impress their competitors.
But I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it before.
I don't like the look of that brown stuff.
Would have gone for more meat, less hair.
And our esteemed judges. 4 times Chef of the Year, 8 times winner of Best Restaurant plus 2 Michelin stars, Michael Caines.
I've been working 22 years, 18 years at 2 Michelin stars. Cooking to my standard is going to be tough.
And founder of leading cookery school and renowned writer, Prue Leith.
I don't want a perfectly good meal. I want an exceptional dinner.
Each team will transform their homes into a restaurant for the night.
Oh, wow!
And the experience will be scored by their rivals.
Can anyone smell burning?
Check the bread.
Oh, shh.
That's not a good start. Haggis on fire.
But ultimately, the judges have the final say.
I think it falls a little bit flat on the palate.
Oh, thanks, Michael.
Part of me thought, God, that looks a mess.
You're just a bit weird.
At the end of the week, the teams will return to kitchen headquarters to find out who will reach the next round.
I'm going to give you 10.
The final winners will walk away not only with £10,000,
Stop cooking.
Step away from your benches.
but the right to say, my kitchen rules. This week, 4 teams from the south of the country will take to their kitchens, hoping to win a place in the next round of the competition. Sarah and Ramzan, Team Bollywood Spice.
I think we're on the same level as Michelin star chefs.
Barbecue buddies Dan and Ben.
Yes, cheers. We are going to take over this competition.
We're on fire.
And Beverly and Sarah, our country couple.
And we're going to bring it. And we're going to do it so well that people are just going to find it irresistible.
But we start the week in the Hampshire hamlet of Lasham, where ladies of the village Katherine and Debbie are first to open their doors.
Hi, Debbie.
And cook for their rival teams and judges.
It's our big day.
I'm so excited.
Did you sleep?
I slept. Let's get
Come on, let's get going.
Ready for anything.
My name is Debbie, and this is my dear friend Catherine.
All greens ready to go out?
And we both live in rural Hampshire.
There we go. Perfect.
We're sort of country girls. And we've known each other for a long time.
15 years.
We both do lots of things in the village, don't we?
Well, we're really lucky. We get really stuck in.
We do get stuck in. From the Christmas fete, a village fete.
We were asked to head up the judging team for the
Victoria sandwich. Don't laugh, because actually that is the pinnacle of all cooking.
Oh, it doesn't get much better, does it?
What we're doing today is our special sausage bake.
We're always cooking for friends.
We are
aren't we? There's
always
a
cooking
hassle.
for friends, which is just so much
It is
fun. I think we could feed the whole village.
I almost feel it's made for us, this competition.
Here's to us.
7 hours until our guests arrive.
We've got your keys.
Don't even put your lippy on.
Shopping bags.
We've got to go. We've got to do all our food shopping, prepare our restaurant, get the food ready.
No time to waste.
Oh.
Debbie, why are those lights flashing? I don't know. I've never seen that before. What does it mean? I don't know.
Do you think the other teams have scuppered it?
Debbie, we can't hang around. I'll see if my husband can help. Good idea. I could kiss Jonathan.
He wouldn't like it.
No, he just... he wouldn't.
No offence to you. He just
No, he wouldn't.
doesn't like public kissing.
Half an hour down already. There's no time to lose if Katherine and Debbie want to win the £10,000 cash prize. However, it's not just their rival teams they need to impress, but the judges. 2-star Michelin chef Michael Caines.
There are things here that I love about this dish, and there are lots of things also that I think, have come short.
And British culinary queen Prue Leith.
I think it looks as fresh and clean as a day's
Failure to present their 3 courses on time will result in points being deducted.
But just for your information, it is 10 minutes late.
So, Katherine and Debbie need to get a move on, as they've got a lot to do.
Hello there, hi.
So the star ingredient of our starter is our local Hampshire watercress.
That's going to make a wonderful soup. Look at the bright green colour there.
We're using this watercress for our starter, Hampshire watercress soup with poached egg and wild garlic oil. We've got 8 people to feed tonight, so, gosh, I think we need a fair few bunches. Should we get 8? Let's get 8. Better safe than sorry.
This is a great sounding menu, and I love the way they're really celebrating produce from their region. This starter reads like a true taste of England. Time is going to be key. Those poached eggs, I want to see runny yolk, but at the same time, those egg whites need to be cooked to perfection. If not, it's going to be a disaster.
I know, we're going to have to really move it, aren't we, now? We're on a deadline.
We'd like some venison.
Okay, how many feed?
Well, we're going to take 10.
Right.
10 medallions, about 2 centimetres.
Our main course today is fillet of venison with red currant sauce and juniper, celeriac and potato gratin, braised red cabbage, and then our tender stems.
I love the sound of fillet of venison as a main course, but it is notoriously difficult to cook. Overcook it and it's tough as old boots. And undercooked venison can be very unpleasant. It's a very fine line.
2 centimetres would be absolutely perfect. Get them all nice and even for us so they cook evenly.
We've got to get to that supermarket super quick.
They've now just over 5.5 hours left before their guests arrive.
We're going to have to pile round here.
Where's the rhubarb? Where's the rhubarb?
Our dessert tonight is roasted rhubarb, potted custard with a ginger crumble and candied orange.
The rhubarb is really important. It's got to be that beautiful bright pink colour, and I don't want the stems thick and woody.
That was the colour I was looking for.
It's a classic sounding dessert, but I hope that potted custard is set just right. A delicate wobble would be perfect.
Custard powder.
No, it's only 5.5 hours till the guests arrive.
Plain flour. Let's go.
We're going to have to really get a move on.
That clock won't stop for us, will it? We've got to get back and get our restaurant going.
Let's get cracking. We've got so much to do. God, we haven't got long.
Debbie, let's just get a few bits out quickly and then we're ready. Let's get these down. Oh, we've got the mustard and we've got the custard.
Well, that's going to keep us busy.
Now we've got to really focus on our restaurant and getting that room looking brilliant for our theme.
We haven't got long.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get in here. Right, I'm going to pop those...
At the end of the night, the ladies of the village will be scored on their restaurant standard 3-course meal by rival teams and judges.
The 2 ladies seem really lovely, don't they?
Yeah, really classy pair, so I'm expecting a real
Class meal.
high-class meal, a high-class theme.
I'm really excited at the prospect of what we're going to expect when we go to the first house tonight. They're so hospitable. I just feel very warmed to them.
I am expecting farmhouse splendour inside. I'm expecting the biggest Welsh dresser and, you know, the Labrador asleep in front of the Aga, the whole works.
Katherine, have I got the family heirlooms?
You have got my family heirlooms, just be careful. Here we are in the heart of Hampshire. Debbie, we're doing Jane Austen.
I know.
We really want this to feel Regency, really glamorous. I think this looks just about perfect now.
We've named our restaurant after one of Jane Austen's novels.
Persuasion.
Absolutely brilliant. Come on, let's get these pennies on. We haven't got long now. Look at that clock.
We've got 3 hours till the guests arrive. I need to crack on with the custard, otherwise it might not be set before
We need to
the
get
guests
that in
here.
and get that set.
So tonight, instead of having a pouring custard, our custard is going to be set in jelly moulds.
We want to keep that shape, don't we?
What we want is a really, really soft, just set custard that has a little bit of a wobble in.
We're using gelatine sheets,
It's half a gelatin sheet.
but also a tiny bit of custard powder just to ensure that it sets just right.
Now I'm going to get on with the gratin, which is going to be the perfect accompaniment with our venison tonight. It's just layers of potato and celeriac, and then we make a lovely infusion with nutmeg and bay and peppercorn in the milk. Next, I'm going to prepare the potato and celeriac. Debbie?
With 2 hours to go, there's a problem.
I am making a potato and celeriac gratin.
And we haven't got any celeriac.
Actually, that's really vital. I can't believe I've forgotten that celeriac. Oh, no. We actually didn't even put it down. How do we do that?
That is really, really bad.
Got to get a celeriac. It's just not going to work without it. Right, handbag on.
Don't panic. Just drive carefully.
While Catherine races to get the celeriac,
How we forgot that, I just don't know.
Debbie must continue the preparation on her own.
Gosh, it's a one-man show now. What a disaster.
And I'm just going to have to get back now and get that chopped up as quickly as possible to get it in the oven.
They've less than an hour and a half before their guests will be knocking at the door.
Debbie, I've got them. Not one, not two. We will have potato and celeriac gratin.
We need to really focus now and make up some lost time.
I think I've wasted half an hour on that, Debbie. That gratin has got to get in that oven. It needs a long cook if I want it lovely and shiny on the top.
To go along with the custard and the rhubarb for tonight's dessert, we're also going to make a crumble.
This is going to be a sort of standalone crumble that you cook not on top of fruit but on its own to give the dish some crunch.
So we've got crystallised ginger in this crumble. That's our secret ingredient, our secret weapon, isn't it?
I think crystallised ginger is delicious,
Really
don't
wonderful,
you?
isn't
Because
it?
you get those lovely little crunchy bits.
Oh, we're still behind where we wanted to be. We need to get on with preparing that watercress soup for our starter. So, Debbie, this is going to go in. Now, that watercress soup needs to be silky and smooth, so we need to blitz it in our liquidizer. Gonna have a little look at it. You happy with that?
It's delicious.
Isn't it delicious?
That wouldn't serve 8.
I can't believe it, but 8 bunches of watercress looked a huge amount, but now it's cooked down, it doesn't look an awful lot.
You need to have more stock in there.
The ladies now have just 15 minutes until their guests arrive.
And off we go. Come on.
Let's go look glam.
The 3 opposing teams from the Southern Heat are just a minute away.
The birds are singing. We're surrounded by a green pasture.
It's an absolutely stunning country house.
I think it's going to be amazing looking at this place. Not one, but 2 Land Rovers.
Do you think the food will match the setting?
I hope so. I hope so.
Here we go. We're going to meet our guests. You're looking fantastic.
You look gorgeous,
Considering
darling.
what we've been through,
I know.
ready to meet them.
Who'd have known the sort of day we've had?
I'm a bit nervous because if they raise the bar really high, we have to try and exceed that bar.
Oh my gosh.
Breathe. Come on through, come on through.
Come on in. Wonderful. Oh, nice. Sarah, you're sitting over here.
Doesn't matter which way round.
They've really done well. This is fantastic. Look at all this
The
stuff.
spread on the table looks incredible.
And then, ladies, you're at the end of the table here. We've chosen tonight a Jane Austen theme because she was very much part of Hampshire. So everything is very Regency. And the name of our restaurant for tonight is
Persuasion. I hope you love it.
Thank you, that's really kind.
Cheers.
I think they've dressed this room really well.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We're out trumped. We're trumped.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
They've got us.
My heart sinks.
All right, we're a bit worried.
I bet. No, I bet.
They've done a fantastic job with their table, and that's making me a little bit nervous.
Definitely have to step our game up.
Let's do the venison sauce.
Catherine and Debbie are using every minute they can for prep before the judges arrive.
For our main course, we're making a rich sauce using homemade venison stock, juniper berries and red currant sauce. It's just got to be packed with flavour. So I'm going to top that up with water and get that going in the oven.
We have a moment to reflect, and inevitably start thinking about these two couples we've just met, trying to work out what they might be cooking, what their theme might be. They're our competition.
Let's just enjoy it.
Let's wait to see the food.
I mean, what better to go to people's dinner parties?
Dishes, aren't they?
But we're not at a dinner party, remember? We're at a restaurant.
Okay.
Which is different level of debate.
I think that Bev and Sarah are quite competitive.
So do you cook together, or do you house share as well as work together then?
Yeah, no, we just really hit it off, like sort of bromance style. And yeah, just love cooking together.
Do you do a lot of cooking, or do you?
Yeah, at least 3 times a day I eat, so yeah.
Beverly and Sarah seem to be keeping their cards close to their chest.
We're playing for £10,000 here. The teams are going to be competitive, aren't they?
The gratin's coming on. Do you want to have a quick look?
Brilliant. Yep. Let's have a look. I think that's going to be brilliant.
Esteemed chef Michael Caines and fellow culinary legend Prue Leith are now minutes away.
Katherine, the judges are going to be here any minute.
Shall we go knock on the door?
Absolutely.
Can't believe
We
it.
can do this. Come on, let's show them what we've got.
Welcome to our home.
Very good, thank you.
Beautiful, isn't
Oh, fantastic.
Well, everybody, welcome to our first restaurant of the night. How exciting this is going to be. And, of course, not easy for you two being the first, so...
It's not easy. It's not easy.
We've gone for Regency glamour here tonight. And we hope that you think that the menu
Thank you.
reflects it as well. Our starter is a local Hampshire watercress soup with a poached egg and wild garlic oil.
A soup? Yeah. How hard can that be?
Our main course tonight is a pan-fried fillet of venison that we're cooking with a juniper and red currant sauce, with a celeriac gratin, red cabbage and tender stems.
Celeriac and potato gratin.
Celeriac.
You will get some potatoes as well.
Celeriac and potato.
I'm really looking forward to that. A bit of a red meat guy, so hope it comes really nice and rare.
And for dessert, we have some beautiful roast rhubarb and a delicious little potted custard with some ginger crumble.
A little sprinkle of ginger crumble.
And candied orange.
It's going to be good to see how you execute it.
We'll see you later.
Good luck. Debbie, I can't believe that the judges are here.
That went all right, though.
It went really, really well.
I think they liked it.
What do we think of this first menu?
I think this is a really adventurous menu. Really excited to try some of all this local produce.
So, Ramsam, what do you think?
There's a lot of going on, and I hope they can pull it together.
I think it's brave to do something like a fillet of venison, because if you overcooked venison, it's really boring and tough. And then if you overcook the watercress, what you get is sort of grey sludge.
The ladies have 30 minutes before their starter of watercress soup with a poached egg and wild garlic oil has to be served.
OK, so, Katherine, what have we got left to do?
I think we should get going on those eggs. Are you happy with that? We are happy with that.
Yeah. First, beautiful egg. And I'm doing this first egg, darling, and it's not quite as I'd hoped.
Don't worry. Maybe you needed to come a bit lower. You dropped that one in, but that doesn't matter, does it?
It's a little bit
Hasn't
scruffy,
wrapped around.
but I'm really confident that I haven't overcooked
Debbie,
it.
we know a perfectly cooked egg.
Yeah.
That clock is ticking down. Let's get the bowls out and get ready.
Gosh, I hope the plates don't all come back full of food.
We thought we had plenty of time. Here we are, we're racing to the line.
You've got more than that jug full, haven't you?
I'm just a little bit worried. Do you think there's enough?
I've just got a little drizzle here of wild garlic oil.
Is there enough soup in there? We've done our best. We've done our best. I'm really proud of the menu.
Fingers crossed.
Oh.
OK. Starter is served.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ransom.
Beautiful. OK,
enjoy that.
I'm thinking, is there any more?
Yeah.
Expecting maybe a tiny bit more.
This is us showing them what we can do.
My heart's in my mouth.
And Prue.
The judges will taste first and give marks out of 10 for each course at the end of the meal.
It just seems so long. That tasting and tasting it, and no words were coming.
No.
Did they like it? Did they hate it?
Eggs perfectly cooked. And that, for most chefs, is going to be a challenge. That's a great achievement. And perhaps, you know, a soup, I'm maybe expecting a little more of the soup.
I think you should have whizzed it up to smoother. Because there's something unpleasant about getting bits of watercress sort of hanging off the spoon. It's a little bit lumpy.
It's a great way to start the meal. And, you know, you've done a wonderful job. First course, it hasn't disappointed.
Thank you. We're pleased with the comments, aren't we?
Yeah. I think you should get back in the kitchen because we want our venison before it's overcooked.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Enjoy. Everybody else enjoy. I hope you
They're starting to look a little more flustered now, aren't they? The calm and collectiveness has gone, and they've started to feel the pressure, I think.
Tough, aren't they? They are tough. I mean, their comments were absolutely fair, weren't they? Well, that's really got us going to get that main absolutely right.
They'll mark us down for that.
The team have an hour to finish and present their main course, whilst their rivals taste the soup. At the end of the dinner, they will each score the meal out of 10.
So, Ben and Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the flavour's really nice, but it's a little bit too stringy for me.
It's pretty easy to taste the soup and get it right.
They needed a good blender or a sieve.
I think I've got a brilliant eye for detail. My husband's egg was undercooked.
My egg was bit runny. They were a bit too runny.
There's a little bit too much runniness to the white.
With just 30 minutes until the main course is due, will their venison with celeriac and potato gratin fare any better?
We've got to make sure our puree is the right consistency.
We don't want a pure puree, do we?
We're going to cook the venison for 5 minutes, aren't we? No more. Ooh. This meat is so lean. I've got to get this absolutely perfect. Just 30 seconds too much, and I could spoil it. We still need it pink inside.
Definitely. We're talking about Michelin star.
I know.
I'd just like to hear from you what you thought about that starter and whether or not you could do better.
You know, what are they talking about, Debbie? Our soup and how we mucked it up.
I think that, yeah, we're going to serve a perfect starter. I mean, I know what we can do at home, and I know that that's pretty awesome. So I'm just looking forward to see what other people can bring into the table.
I'm just already thinking, yeah, barbecue. They're going to be big meat men.
As for our starters, we love them enough to want to really show you something great.
Yeah. We're not working with the simplest of ingredients, that's for sure.
As well as them having high expectations of Debbie and Catherine, they're going to have really high expectations of us as well. But that also means we are going to have very high expectation of them.
Back in the kitchen, the ladies have less than 20 minutes to serve their main course or risk losing points.
Pop that one into warm.
Can it.
The venison is resting, so now I've got to work on that sauce. It's got to absolutely pack that punch, and the consistency's got to be right. I don't want it too thick or too thin. It's adding some lovely rich colour, actually.
Just put in the
a bit of juices, haven't we?
Juices
from the venison.
From the venison to really
get that flavour going in there.
Do you think you are better cooks than Katherine and Debbie on the evidence of one dish?
I would say yes, actually, because I would make my soup more smooth. I wouldn't serve it if it's not smooth.
With only 4 minutes until the main is served, Katherine and Debbie need to plate up.
We need to get those plates plated up. It's that pressure builds up, doesn't it? I'm so glad there's two of us. I would go to pieces on my own.
Oh, I hope we haven't got school broccoli here.
I think they're going to say the sauce should have been thicker, but...
We're starting to doubt ourselves a little bit now, aren't we?
Are you ready to go, Debbie?
Yes.
OK, let's go. OK. Your main is served.
Initially, I can see a lot of runny sauce there on my plate. It's not looking as thick as I thought it would. It looks a bit watery.
Did this really take 3 hours?
Once again, the judges taste and give their opinions first.
Tension in the room here is palpable, watching Prue and Michael eating our food. Everybody's eyes are on them.
Technically, there's areas you can improve upon. But it works well. It's nicely seasoned, and you have got a great piece of meat to which you've cooked beautifully.
I'm absolutely thrilled because it looks perfectly pink.
The celeriac and potato as a gratin adds something of a lovely taste dimension there. I enjoyed that. The sauce is a bit liquid. It's almost more of a broth than the sauce.
Yeah.
Lacks texture and therefore a bit of depth.
I must say that I think the whole dish is beautifully cooked. Is this red cabbage?
And apple.
Somehow, it's not as satisfying as it should be. I think the texture doesn't quite work. I wanted it to be a little bit more like chutney.
You can be very proud of what you've presented as a main course.
Do you know, that is huge praise.
Thank you.
You know, we're making a few tiny comments, but I think you should be proud of yourselves.
But thank you. But I hope the rest of you really enjoy your meal.
Thank you very much.
Eat, please eat.
Oh, Debbie, do you know, I think we have done really well. You know, we had a lot of positive, a lot to learn from that.
I know.
We knew the sauce was watery.
So we better get on with this dessert then. And then we can put our feet up.
Kick our shoes off.
Katherine and Debbie now have 45 minutes to get their dessert to the table, whilst their rival teams taste and judge the main course.
Well, this pan-fried venison's done to perfection.
I'm loving the venison, absolutely fantastic. Really well cooked, great flavours coming through. We could have been a little bit more generous on the portion, especially on the greens. Some more greens there, I think would just make a more balanced dish.
I think my venison, personally, is really undercooked for me. And I had quite a lot of blood on my plate. I don't think I want any more of that.
I do ask all my guests how they want their steaks done, but I suppose you live in land, don't you?
Ben, you're a bit quiet. Is that because you're enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm just picking up all the different flavours, I think, from all the different areas.
Bit of a problem. My carrot puree has a hair in it.
Dan, what have you got there? What have you found?
I'm trying not to make a big deal out of it, but I think Michael's spotted
it now.
Is that your hair? It's certainly not yours, is it? Let's face it.
I don't want to be
the bearer of bad hair.
Yeah. If this was me cooking it, I would have
You'd
gone
double
for
it.
Yeah, I would have gone for more meat, less hair.
Yeah.
The ladies of the village have got half an hour before serving their final course.
To round off the meal tonight, we're serving rhubarb roasted with orange, a potted custard, ginger crumble,
Definitely getting the ginger.
and candied orange peel.
The thing I'm really anxious about now is that moment of truth. Let's have a look as we turn out those little custards on the plate.
Oh no, look what's happened. The custard's gone runny.
This is quite nerve-wracking. Yeah, that's better. We've nailed it.
We've got a perfect one. We've nailed it. You can see all the detail in there, can't you?
So thrilled. That's beautiful. Look at that.
2 courses down. I mean, are you feeling the pressure?
They've definitely set the bar high, haven't they?
I'm confident, but they've done very well.
We've got a hard job to follow this, haven't we?
Got 2 more to go before us.
Sarah and Beverly look really quite pleased with themselves. We've got some really strong competition. I'm aiming to win.
We're going to do what we planned.
We'll stay
That's it.
focused.
That's
Let's
it.
stay focused.
That's it.
So we have to have dessert on the table by 10. I see the candied orange sitting on the custard.
June, that's absolutely better than my wildest dreams.
Good.
Right, this is the final one. We've got to the pudding
I
stage.
hope they love it.
And actually, Debbie, this is our da-da! I think every meal needs a da-da. Right, let's go.
Let's hope they think so.
Let's hope we can get it there while it holds its shape.
Here we have.
We've brought our dessert for you.
Yes.
Why have you got orange rind and not me? What's the matter with me? Why am I punished? It's my favourite bit.
Right, I'm straight back. Just forgot to put the candied peel on Prue's of all the dishes.
Just slight oversight with one plate, but it happened to be Prue's, which is very unlucky.
Absolutely gutted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Mine's bigger than yours. They've given us maybe a bigger portion than everyone else.
Yeah, is that tactical? Shame they didn't work it out in the steak round. I mean,
I think we should taste Prue, don't you?
Huge anticipation as we wait and watch and listen for their verdict.
Heaven. The combination of these flavours really works together.
Thank you.
And I think it looks good on the plate. The rhubarb is perfectly baked. I think you've done really well.
I'm absolutely thrilled.
Me too.
I mean, that is the most delicious custard in the world, isn't it?
Very familiar, though, isn't it, the flavour?
I like that.
No, I know.
I know you're going to say you don't like packet custard, and I love it.
What?
It's not packet custard.
I was going to ask, did you make the custard?
We made the custard. It has about 20 grams of custard powder in it.
Custard powder. And my mind kind of rocks a little bit at that point. Am I going to love it? Am I going to hate it?
No, I'm not convinced.
I'd never use custard powder. No, but I'd make it from scratch. It's a competition.
I really like the way that you've done this rhubarb in the orange juice. It's delicious. It's beautifully poached. Texture's just absolutely perfect. You've kept the colour, which is sometimes not easy to do, even if it's forced. It's a good finish to what's been a really good menu. So it's despite the cheat.
Okay, well, thank you. Enjoy your dessert.
We have done it, Debbie. We've done it. Do you know, I think we've done it to the best. But what I love is those comments that they made.
They really like that dessert.
Time now for the guest teams to taste the dessert.
The candied orange is just something I could munch on it.
The rhubarb itself is cooked to perfection. It's really lovely.
Could eat that candied orange all day long. Really enjoying the different flavours on the plate. Try the crumble, though, and those bits of crystallised ginger, they really grate on the teeth. Just a little bit too big and a little bit too hard.
Let's make a trip to the dentist later.
The guests will mark Katherine and Debbie's restaurant out of 10 for a possible maximum score of 30 points.
Tonight they've really set the bar with this restaurant.
They've really impressed me. So what are we going to score tonight?
And we'll go straight in at a 7.
Yeah, I'm agreeing on that.
I think it was really good. I think there was room for improvement. 5 out of 10 to Katherine and Debbie.
I just had a really quite good Sunday lunch. I didn't have a restaurant meal. At best, I'm scoring them an average 5.
I think 5 is fair.
Yeah.
The judges will now reveal the ladies' scores, starting with those from the rival teams.
Feeling really nervous. I feel the whole evening is hinged on these scores.
Katherine and Debbie, well done tonight. It's not easy to go first, and you've done a fantastic job. Well done to you both. I'm going to reveal first your guest scores. The guests have scored you 17 out of a possible 30. So well done.
Thank you.
Stingy.
Stingy lot.
That makes me realise how bloody horrible they were behind our backs.
It's Prue and Michael's turn next to mark each course out of 10 for an additional 60 points. Starting with the first course, Hampshire watercress soup with poached egg and wild garlic oil.
I think you've created a problem for yourself. And that confusion for me is in the texture of the watercress. I think the key thing there is getting that egg perfectly cooked.
My only quarrel with it was, as you know, the stringiness of it, because you hadn't done enough whizzing, a bit more whizzing next time. But it was a lovely soup. For your starter, I am giving you 7.
I think probably a 7 was good.
Yeah, I feel happy with that.
For your starter, I'm going to give you a 6.
But I thought we'd impressed him a little bit more than that.
Next, it's time to mark the main course. Fillet of venison with juniper and red currant sauce, celeriac and potato gratin, braised red cabbage and broccoli.
So moving on to your main course, I thought that progressed really well. I actually enjoyed eating that dish. I thought there was some good execution of the cooking of the venison. And I thought, despite the sauce being a bit liquid, there was lots of flavours there.
I loved the flavours in the potato and celeriac gratin. I was unsatisfied by the combination of the apple and the red cabbage. Anyway, it was a very skillful dish, and it's not an easy dish to do.
For your main course, I'm going to give you 7.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
For your main course, I'm giving you 7.
They're not overly generous with their score.
They're certainly not giving points away.
Finally, it's the dessert. Roasted rhubarb and potted custard with ginger crumble and candied orange.
Now onto your dessert, which I thought was a great finish to what has been a great menu. And so for me, I thought that despite the reservation of the ingredient, for me that was a bit of a highlight.
I thought it was a wonderful dish. But in the end, it's rhubarb and custard. And because you do need to make sure that everything is on the dish. So for your dessert, I am giving you a 7.
For your dessert, ladies, I'm going to give you an 8.
That's amazing.
That's brilliant.
You.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're
very happy with that.
Thank you.
The ticking off worked then.
That was more than I'd ever hoped.
Absolutely. I think that
Fantastic.
we can go to bed happy tonight.
With guest teams scoring out of a maximum of 30 and the judges scoring out of a maximum of 60, Katherine and Debbie have set the bar high with a total of 59 out of a possible 90 points. But there are 3 teams still to cook.
Next, we have Sarah and Ramzan. Can you do better, you two?
We will try our level best.
So is the pressure on?
The pressure is really on.
We can't suss them out at all. I don't think we should take them for granted.
No.
Good luck to you both.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We wish you luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Lovely.
I was really impressed with the restaurant tonight. I'd definitely be coming back here.
Real pleasure.
Yeah, I'd definitely eat here again.
It's our turn next.
No, yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, no.
Next time.
I want to turn this off now.
I need room.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. No, you can't do that.
Okay, you do it. You do it. I'm finding it quite hard to cope with it, to be honest.
It's not good.
Oh, thanks, Michael. I can't be dealing with this now.